We're also continuing our coverage of a marsh fire that has been burning for about 2 weeks near Bayou Sauvage, and the people who live and work close to it are dealing with quality concerns. It was partly to blame for Monday's pileups on I-55, and as Mike McDaniel explains, there is no timeline exactly on when that fire will be put out.
Caution signs on Chef Highway alert drivers to what's ahead in New Orleans East. And if they missed it, about a mile later, they'll smell it and see it.
The smoke really is thick.
Raekwon Franklin works next to the forested wetlands where city leaders say about 200 acres of private property have already burned near Bayou Sauvage.
It bothers me breathing it in every day.
That smoke is more than just a nuisance for Franklin, who drives to work around 4:30 in the mornings from Slidell.
I come from that way from over there, and I see it a lot. Bad. It's like clogging up the roads and stuff when I'm coming in the morning.
Because the fire is burning at and below the surface, putting it out hasn't been easy. With dry conditions and not enough rain, drainage water from canals is being pumped in to try and flood the land.
We're continuing to focus on and mitigate as best we can.
Mayor LaToya Cantrell says she flew over the area Monday.
The biggest hazard from this active incident seems to be and remains to be the smoke, and that's impacting air quality as well as driver visibility.
When you're out here in the marsh, you can really see just how thick some of this smoke is. There's some crews back there doing some more work. You can barely make out their vehicles. All of this thick smoke is being pushed around by the wind, some of it, of course, going out onto the roadways in the open areas, and as we've seen, across the city.
Authorities point to that smoke for helping create the super fog Monday morning around Interstate 55. 8 people died because of a series of fiery crashes that involved more than 160 vehicles. Franklin drove through similar conditions on his way to work that morning.
Made it work on time, no problems, but I didn't know it was that bad until later that day.
Because of air quality concerns, the city of New Orleans is giving out free masks for folks who need them. Since Franklin mostly works outside, he's ready for the smoke to clear.
Imagine the heat, then you got that smell, and it's all the other stuff with it too.
Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
You can pick up a KN95 or an N95 mask. Those masks can be picked up in several locations Monday through Friday at 4 locations. Take a look at your screen right now. The New Orleans East Regional Library, Joe Brown Park, Sanchez Multipurpose Center, and Algiers Regional Library. Here with our chief meteorologist, Chris Franklin. We already said this earlier this week that it was very foggy Monday, but we shouldn't expect that for the rest of the week.
No, we got the reprieve Tuesday this morning and probably tomorrow morning because the winds have increased. Now, the wind direction kind of key in playing a role as to whether or not that fog or the smoke would impact the development of the fog, but also stronger winds prevent fog from even developing at all. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. The wind direction will really determine the wind direction will determine where that smoke goes, but if they stay strong enough, then you don't see the fog development. Now, again, we are expecting the winds to remain on the higher side overnight tonight. Visibilities are fine now. There is no dense fog advisory. When we're expecting those winds to start settling will be tomorrow, and that is why it could be more of an issue for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. Enough of a wind outside at the moment. Still kind of breezy on the North Shore to likely prevent the fog from developing. At the moment, we've had a mix of sun and clouds, a little low cloudiness, making for kind of a pretty sunset. A very mild evening, though, as temperatures are still upper 70s and low 80s, and we were able to even squeeze out a few showers. Not much, but a few little light sprinkles here and there. A little heavier down along the bayou parishes, but even in the metro area, you got a few little brief passing light showers to move on through. Rain chances next couple of days will be about the same, generally less than 10%. And then a stronger cold front is on the way for early next week, and it looks like temperatures will drop for Halloween. How cool it'll get in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you so much.